Hello, and if you're watching this video, you've probably attempted to install a slave cylinder into a car, and this is the slave. I'm going to show you. I'm dealing with a foreign vehicle, so I got a Honda Civic, a 2002 Honda Civic. A video I watched before on a slave cylinder, for the clutch. We'll show you here. It never had this top nut where the hydraulic hose, this top nut here, where the hydraulic hose goes down into. I'll show you down into the engine there now. This nut here was not on the other one that I seen a video. So we ran into the trouble of not being able to get this one out. And we used the propane torch like it said on the help video, which was a good help video. But in our climate here in Newfoundland in Canada, this one here was seized to this one here. Two of them were seized together. This hydraulic hose that comes from your overflow that feeds your slave cylinder was fused to the nut. So I had to remove these two bolts before I even attempted to get this apart, and because the heat would not work, I heated it up for very long periods of time and it still wouldn't free it. And so I disengaged these. I brought the slave cylinder up farther up here to the engine, and I cut the slave cylinder out, the nut that was around the hydraulic nut. I cut he out with a Dremel tool on 4 or 5 sides, and made sure I never harmed the threads. And that's just to get the nut off that was onto the slave cylinder. And this is what it looks like when I done it. This is the nut that I cut off. Dremel tool, I went with the Dremel. Cut, so I could free up that little portion of hydraulic hose, the nut right here, so I could free that up. And that was the hardest part of the whole job. I found it very challenging. I guess some slave cylinders got that nut for being able to tighten it on, and some other slave cylinders with probably domestic vehicles don't have the nut. But yeah, so if you're doing a slave cylinder installation and you're in a climate where you're close to salt water or stuff seems to rust out regularly, you might have a trouble installing the retracting or taking out the slave cylinder due to the fusion of the two nuts together. So this will be part 1 of the video, and now where I got the new slave cylinder installed, I'll just show you how to properly bleed the new slave cylinder so that the clutch system is going to be full of hydraulic fluid from your overflow. It's empty now, but I'm going to fill it with some DOT3. I'm going to fill it with some DOT3 brake fluid, and then I'm going to go in and pump the clutch until it's bled, tighten the bleed screw, and hopefully we'll have a fully engaged master slave clutch slave for the standard transmission. So look out for part 2. Maybe I'll show you how to do the bleed on that as a quick little demonstration. Thank you.